Hey guys, welcome back. Today we have round 9 of Season 2 of our F1 2013 career mode. It is the German Grand Prix. I brought my face back. Face cam is back. I know so many of you are missing out on seeing my face on your screen for 20 minutes a day, so it's returned. I won the British Grand Prix somehow, so I've been thrusted into a championship fight. Alonso leading early, and then it's Hamilton in third place. We're all separated by just 3 points, so it's very close at the top. And to be honest, both Red Bulls aren't too far off either. It could be really a 5-way fight. I don't know if we're going to be able to keep up this form throughout the entirety of the season, but for right now it's looking good. And in the Constructors, it's getting so close between the top 4. We're in a Constructors fight for the championship as well, so it's looking really good. Today we have the German Grand Prix at, I believe it's the Nürburgring. Absolutely love that circuit. It is raining on Saturday and Sunday. If it's heavy rain, that might actually play into my hands. We just did the German Grand Prix, the European Grand Prix at the Nürburgring on F1 Championship Edition. And if you've seen that video, you know it didn't go too well. So hopefully, today goes a bit better than that. Intermediates for qualifying, but it seems there might be a chance where the rain has stopped throughout the session. So it could end up being dry at some point. These early laps on the intermediates might not even count. Like I said, it could be dry at the end of this session. But we may as well get out there and try the conditions. Get a lap on the board, a banker lap if you will. If only they didn't butcher the first sector. I like the older Nürburgring GP first 2 corners, the right-left chicane, as I've just straight-lined a left-right chicane, so this lap's not even going to count. It would have been quickest by over a second on Daniel Kvyat, but we're going to have to go for back-to-back laps here. Suttel goes P1 as the session times were improving a little bit. Up towards the line I go now to set a 36.2. Easily quick enough. 10 minutes till the rain stops. I came out here on the dry tyres, but it's not dry conditions, so I'm just going to go straight back into the pits. We're comfortably through to the next part of qualifying. Easily good enough. It's 2 Germans, 1 and 2 at the German Grand Prix. Pretty impressive to see. Early in third. Yeah, that was easily enough to get through. I feel like I'm really quick here as well. Raikkonen, my teammate, through in 5th place. The driver's knocked out at the back. The usual suspects, although Paul de Resta in the drop zone, so he's out. Both Caterhams and both Marushas. The Sauber Gutierrez not last for once, which is, I suppose, impressive for him. Albeit, he's 3.8 seconds off Nico Rosberg's time. Much better conditions in Q2. It's dry tyres now, so we've got the option tyres on the car. I've gone out halfway through the session. Hopefully, we'll only need 1 lap. I feel that lap should easily be good enough for a Q3 appearance. Up towards the line we go. So 32 flat. Oh, it's only 8. Okay, let's do another lap. Purple through the first sector. That'll be a much improved time, hopefully, if we can keep this up. And up towards the line, it's got to be an improvement. Hopefully, it puts me near the top 5. And it is 5th place. 8 tenths off Vettel, though, but I'm not going much quicker. And that does it. Vettel topping the session early through in 7th place, albeit a whole second down. I'm 6.5 tenths down on my teammate Raikkonen as well, who looks pretty quick. Those are the drivers knocked out. Both Williams actually got through to Q2, but both are slowest in the second part of qualifying. Both Toro Rosso's out. The second Force India of Suttel out. His teammate de Resta was out in Q1. And Perez also out for McLaren. But we come to expect that. Perez was great at having terrible qualifyings, but great races in Season 1. And he's sort of carried that on into Season 2 as well. If I can somehow get on the first 3 rows of the grid, I think I'll consider this a successful qualifying session. That's just about as good as I could have got a lap, but I know it's not going to be maybe even within a second. It's just 7th place. That's as best I'm getting. I'm not going to find another half second to get 6th. It's Vettel. Sebastian Vettel gets pole position for his home Grand Prix. He's alongside a fellow German of Nico Rosberg. Lewis Hamilton starts in 3rd ahead of the 2nd Red Bull of Jean-Eric Vergne. Kimi Raikkonen best out of the other remaining drivers. He's in 5th ahead of Alonso, Early and Hulkenberg, Shero 4, Bianchi and Kevin Magnussen 9th and 10th place. Oh no, the objective was 6th or above and I've failed. So the team aren't happy with their championship contending driver. It's heavy rain conditions for the race. The wet tyres are on the car. I think this could be a successful one as long as I keep it out the wall. 30 lap race, wet. That is the, not just the conditions, but that is the actual race strategy. Pitting lap 10 and lap 20. Oh boy. Well, there's only one more thing to do, and that's go racing. The 2013 German Grand Prix is next. This start's going to be tricky. I'm going to get a lot of wheel spin, so apologies in advance if I lose loads of places. I'll try not to. I've got to just really concentrate. The lights are on, and we are underway for the German Grand Prix. And like I said, there is quite a lot of wheel spin. I'm trying to manage it as through the gears we go. It's not my worst start ever, but I'm definitely still dropping positions down towards turn 1. Got to be cautious. We're going 4 wide. There's 2 McLarens on my left-hand side. Hulkenberg and the Ferrari on my right, and he's taken out the bollard. I've got clipped by one of the McLarens on my left. I think it's Kevin Magnussen, and Raikkonen's also moved, well, did he move past me? No, he was already starting ahead of me. I don't know how he fell that far down, but Raikkonen down to 8th, early down to 9th, and now the 2 Lotus drivers go to war through turn 4, and on the inside goes early to move up into 8th place. Saw a comment the other day saying, why do you talk in the third person? I really don't know how to answer it. I just do. I just do, okay? It's just something I do. As up the inside we go on the Ferrari of Hulkenberg, round the outside in the following corner. That's a nice move. I think as we build into this race, we're going to show some serious pace, some serious speed, and dare I say it, we could be fighting for our 3rd victory of the season. I think if we do genuinely want to be in this title fight, we need to be getting top 5s at the minimum each and every race. Not always race victories, of course, maybe not even always podiums, because I know other AI are going to drop points, but as long as we score top 5, I just said other AI, suggesting that I'm an AI as well. Oh dear. Bianchi had a great start. He's up to 5th place. The Sauber driver having a nice standout year. A breakthrough year. He was terrible when I was teammates with him last year. But he's finally found good form in a midfield team. And that's Alonso going around the outside of Bianchi. What a move. Oh, he's off. Off goes Alonso. He's made a mistake in overtaking Bianchi. And that's gifted me 6th place. And it keeps slipping my mind how important that is for the championship picture. That's the championship leader, Fernando Alonso, making a mistake. I feel I am marginally quicker than the Frenchman in front, and if we overtake him, I could probably pull a gap back to him, which might ensure that safety of a P5. I'm thinking around the outside here to the inside for this corner, and we've scythed our way through on the Sauber, and that is 5th place. Vettel's not had the greatest of starts to this race. He's fallen down to 4th place. Meanwhile, Lewis Hamilton setting the fastest lap up at the front. He leads the way. As Kevin Magnussen, the McLaren driver, has dropped out the race. It becomes the first retirement of what I'm sure will be a number of retirements in these tricky conditions. Feels like I'm starting to actually close on the drivers in front. Vettel in 4th, and his teammate Verne is ahead of him in 3rd. And that, my friends, is the fastest lap of the race. I am closing on these guys. I don't think I'll be risking the temptation to stretch this to a 1-stop strategy. I think I will stick to the 2-stop today. Trying to put the pressure on as best I can. I'm definitely quicker through the 3rd and 1st sector. Maybe the 2nd sector is where I'm losing a little bit of time to Vettel. I'm lapping 2 seconds slower than my fastest lap. It's just because I can't get past Vettel. Like, the places where I'm quicker than him are mainly through the corners and there's nowhere to overtake. I just need to be the tiniest bit closer to make a send into this chicane. But I'm just not close enough right now. Oh, I've just tapped the rear of Sebastian Vettel's Red Bull. That's usually calls for a penalty on games like this. We've set up this exit. I think we'll have a run because I've saved quite a lot of the curves for this lap. Got to get the power down. And now the curves deployed. Am I close enough rounding this little kink towards the braking zone for the chicane? I'm going to go for it. Why not? That's a very late send. A lunge. And I've gone straight off the circuit. I've cut the corner. And I think I've actually made contact with Vettel on the rejoin. Okay, as we start lap 10, we're boxing this lap. I'm going to use curves down the main straight to get a run on the German. Towards the inside of turn 1. It's a downhill braking zone, very dangerous. Easy to lock up a brake, but we've got the move. And a big tank slapper and I've hit the bloody concrete bollard apparently. Which could have destroyed my car, but we got 4th place. And on the end of lap 10, we bring the car in for our first out of 2 scheduled stops in this race. From 4th place. Vettel follows me in as well, so it's going to be a race in the pit lane between the Lotus crew and the Red Bull crew. I think Rosberg pit as well, so Hamilton stayed out and retakes the race lead. I think he actually lost it to his teammate there on lap 7 or 8. Good stop from the crew as we're going to rejoin here in 6th position. Light rain expected in 15 minutes, so we might actually see a switch to the intermediates before the end of this race. If I knew that earlier and that light rain was going to be predicted, I might have tried to extend this stint. But there we go. And that's rejoining Jean-Eric Verne. We've jumped back up to 4th place where we were before the pit stop. And we closed the gap to Verne on my out lap, his in lap. But not done enough to jump ahead of him. I think maybe the Mercedes duo of Hamilton and Rosberg are just about out of reach now. Probably about 10 seconds clear of me right now. Rosberg setting the fastest lap and he has the race lead. Getting close here to the Red Bull of Jean-Eric Verne. He's definitely there for the taking. So 3rd place is really the objective in this race now. Feel like I might be close enough for a lunge here into the chicane. I tried it on Vettel a few laps earlier. It didn't work, and it's not going to work on Vern either. And now Hamilton takes the race lead and sets the fastest lap. He's got his self past his teammate. I'm going to try it to the inside. Under braking. I've got it slowed down this time, and I've met the apex. And the second apex, we've taken third place in a brilliant move up the inside. I don't think Vern was expecting it, and now he's got pressure from behind from his own teammate Sebastian Vettel, who's on a resurgence. Hamilton is lapping like 1.5 seconds quicker than what we were doing. And Vettel has made short work of his teammate Vern. He's through up into 4th place. 5 minutes until the rain eases up. And then usually it'll take a few laps before it turns into intermediate conditions. What I could do is just extend these tyres a few laps past lap 20. By that point, it might actually be intermediate conditions. Saves me an extra pit stop. As we've had just a double retirement there. 19 drivers left running. And it's championship leader Fernando Alonso out of the race. Daniel Kvyat out alongside him. I imagine those two are battling and collided in heavy rain conditions. So right now, if things stay as they are, Hamilton will be taking the championship lead. I'll be moving up to 2nd place in the championship. Or remaining in 2nd place, should I say. I'm eating into Rosberg's gap as well. It's now under 10 seconds. I'm closing quite quickly. I'd say I'm over 1 second a lap quicker than Rosberg at the moment. He is miles behind Hamilton though, so I'm not sure if Hamilton's within range. Well, Rosberg, maybe P2's on the cards today. But it should be about now where the rain starts to lighten up, and maybe it's already done so. We're supposed to box at the end of this lap, lap 20, but I'm going to try and extend by 2 or 3 laps. Stay out is the message I'm giving to myself. So we move up to 2nd place. That's because Rosberg went into the pits. Hamilton stayed out, early 2nd. Vern 3rd now. The wing there at the chicane. Who could that be for? It could be for anybody, really. And once again, I'm going to stay out. I was 17 seconds behind Hamilton, so I should take the race lead here. In fact, I think he's just rejoined in front of me. He has, yeah. So Hamilton keeps the race lead after his pit stop. Does it look any drier? I really don't know. The tyres are still okay for another couple laps, and as long as I'm not passed by Rosberg, I'm not losing anything. I just don't think it's going to get to intermediate conditions, I'll be honest. So I'm going to box this lap. In we go then for our 2nd and probably final stop in this race, unless it suddenly becomes intermediate conditions. Now, I am actually going to lose out to Sebastian Vettel here, which is the risk I sort of took. It didn't really work out, so we've rejoined in 4th. 6.7 to Vettel right now. He's the objective. I know I'm much quicker than him. As I set purple sector 1. Also, he has to contend with a lot of traffic. You can see it on the minimap. As we set the fastest lap of the race, I caught by 3 seconds on that previous lap. Oh, Kobayashi, bro. That's what? Bro, it's the worst place to let me through. Apparently, it's intermediate conditions now, says the engineer, with 4 laps to go. So there was... I don't know if I could have extended that far. If I extended the first stint, it would have been comfortable enough to do that, but I didn't do that, so... Hindsight, really. Hindsight is 20/20, as they say. They actually say hindsight is 20/20, not 2020, like I just said. Well, there's Vettel. We'll have 3 laps to go, and this is the battle for the podium. Maybe a chance into the hairpin at the bottom of the hill. Vettel stays firm on the racing line. I can't put him under enough pressure to make him force him into a mistake. God, I cannot speak today. Some days I just wake up and words do not produce out of my mouth area. See what I mean? What does that even mean? What does that mean? This is the closest we've been through this section. This is surely a place to overtake. I'll search to the inside for the chicane. Under braking we go, and I've got it slowed down, and that is 3rd place. Perez hasn't had one of his famous outside of top 10 qualifying into the top 5 racers today. He's down in 14th place, so I put a lap on him. We're starting the final lap now. My gamble with the strategy possibly cost me 2nd place. Maybe, I don't know. We're 5 seconds behind Rosberg. Maybe that's how much I lost staying out on those 2nd set of wet tyres. But in the end, I'll still be happy with 3rd place. Lewis Hamilton wins the race as I round the final corner for the final time to claim yet another podium. Keeps me well within the championship race. I'll take a 3rd place. It's a Mercedes 1-2 at the team's home Grand Prix, but maybe they'd rather a German win instead of a British driver. Hamilton winning ahead of Rosberg. It's early completing the podium. Vettel slips down to 4th after a brilliant qualifying session. Not so much a brilliant race from the How many world championships has he won in his career mode? I have no idea. Jean-Eric Vergne 5th, followed by Hulkenberg, Raikkonen, Bianchi, Ricciardo getting 2 points for Toro Rosso, and Di Resta 10th. Meaning those are the drivers who miss out. The big name, of course, Fernando Alonso, who was the championship leader. He's no longer the championship leader, having retired here today. Hamilton takes the lead by 10 points ahead of Early, who moves up above Alonso but loses out to Hamilton, so remains in second place. Alonso has slipped to third. Vettel, 27 points off the lead in fourth place, and Vergne close to scoring 100 points for the season. Rosberg picking up good points this weekend. He's 43 points off his teammate and lies in sixth place, followed by my teammate Raikkonen. Ricciardo, I think, has moved up a couple places with his 2 points today. He's in 12th place, although I think Bianchi has fallen outside the top 10, if I am correct. Maybe I'm completely wrong. The Constructors' Championship looks like this. Mercedes taking a healthy lead now, 15 points ahead of Red Bull in second place. Lotus 30 points off the lead in third. And Ferrari, oh dear. Deary me, they've lost, well, they've dropped the ball big time. 49 points off the lead of the championship now. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you enjoyed that video, make sure to like it. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. We're on the road to 10k. That's the first time I've said that. That's really cringe. And check out YouTube channel memberships if you want to. And I'll see you all in the next episode. Goodbye.